What's going on, everybody? And today we'll be doing another video, and this video is on Scorched Earth, and it's the top 5 strongest base locations that I've found on this map. Not many people do play on this map, but if you do, you want to know the strongest base locations that you can build on to build up to alpha. Before I get straight into the video though, guys, I would like to say that if you do enjoy this content, then please consider subscribing and liking a video. It means a lot more than you think, and it doesn't take too long to like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure like 75% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it will mean a lot if you do. But enough of that, let's get straight into it. So the first base location here is right beside Green Knob. A lot of people build a big TP on Green Knob, and I don't really see the point of that. It's going to easily get ran. So if you build on top of this pillar, it's a lot harder, and of course it's elevated up, so they can only use a ramp. But if you have enough spam and tech turrets and all that sort of stuff, then you should be all good. It's definitely a lot better than having it on Green Knob. But yeah, a lot of people do have the TP directly on Green Knob, so if you have it up there, then it's going to be a lot harder to raid. Again, you can always have a base up here instead of a TP. A good main base right next to an obelisk is always good, especially for early game, but again, it's not very hidden. If you do want more hidden spots, then look at my previous videos, because there's plenty of them. Anyway, that's it for the first base location. Let's head to the second base location. Alright, so we're at the second base location, and it's super well known, but one of the best places for you guys to build up on the Scorched Earth map. And this is Church Cave. So, as I said before, it is super well known, but it's super easy to defend. As you see, we can go through kind of like a little tight bit, but again, everything's kind of open here, and it goes into a huge cave. So the entrance to this cave, if you don't know already, is 78.4 and 75.7. Go through this cave, it's long, it's definitely built for alphas. You could build here and claim it on day one of a wipe. Just build up in the entrance, try not to go too far, because kind of like the after is, you get like baby rock elementals, I call them, like small rock elementals, and loads of mantises. But this cave goes on for ages, so if you were going to build in here, make sure you have a TP at the entrance and a TP right at the back. I'm not going to go all the way down because it's super big, but if you are planning to build in here, it's definitely worth. But it does get you come to a really big open area, which is kind of where you want to put all your breed in and all that sort of stuff. But overall, one of the best base locations on the game, just behind South Snow Cave on Centre and Ice Cave on Island, is probably like the third best, definitely top 3 for the whole game itself. But for this map, it is definitely the best. But yeah, that's really it for this base location, and let's go into number 3. Alright, so guys, we're at the third base location here, and this isn't as big as the Church Cave, but definitely a top contender. This base location is located at 28.4 and 29.4, so super easy coordinates to remember if you were going to build here. You can definitely claim this at the beginning of a wipe, but this again is at a top of a mountain and no really nearby spawns that you can spawn at to come run here. But of course, definitely try claim this if Church Cave is taken. But this cave goes on for quite a while. Definitely a really good contender against Church Cave, and one of the very good base locations that I'd recommend you guys building in. It goes back pretty far, as you can see, and there's going to be a lot of breeding area back here for any sort of dinos that you want to kind of breed out. It definitely goes a lot further than what I've shown you, so definitely go check it out. But as you can see, there's tons and tons of stuff in here, so make sure to get a dino that can kind of take out a lot of mobs that spawn. But overall, a really good base location to build in, and definitely try claiming this at the beginning of a wipe. But that's it for this base location, guys. Let's head over to the fourth one. Alright, so we're at the fourth base location, and this was pretty open. It's not compared to the caves. But overall, it's an amazing base location up here. So there's plenty of pillars you can choose out of. So if one's taken, always go to another one. But this is my favourite here. You can get a lot done, loads of cleft plats, loads of turrets on. It's all fairly flat, so you don't have to kind of worry about going inside a mesh if you're unofficial. But as you can see, it's probably the highest one on out of the kind of stumps that you have around. Again, it's quite near green orb, so it's going to be super easy to transfer on and off or do boss fights or whatever you would like to do. As you can see, it's super easy to defend. All you have to do is have quite a bit of spam around this like kind of area, and you shouldn't have any people trying to fob on you. All you'd kind of have is people trying to tame snipe. Only probably bad thing about this is tame sniping. So if you are kind of worried about that, then make sure to try to go for one of the caves on the map that I showed you. But yeah, again, not much else to say about this base location. But yeah, let's go and head over to the final base. Alright, so we're at the fifth and final base location, and this one takes part at the red obelisk. This one I have built in a previous video, so if you want to go check that one out for kind of in-depth kind of base location, then go check out that one. But this overall is probably one of the strongest base locations that I've seen. It's basically like a little rat hole. It's super hard to raid, but the only bad thing is that it has two entrances, so unlike most rat holes, which only have one. Also has a cave underneath if you want extra room to kind of build in. It's quite roomy down here, and definitely a good contender, but it can make the top 5 on this list. So like I've said before, I have built in this before, so that's why it has turrets and all that sort of stuff. But because it's so overpowered, I thought I'd put it in this list as well. So as you can see, it's kind of got a bit of everything in here, kind of like a crouch bit there. You can slip in here, but you can barely throw out dinos. And as you can see, like I've built here, you can put a decent sized wall. And you've got a decent sized crafting area, but if you want in depth, just go look at my other video. But again, it's quite roomy in here, definitely build up, but there is 2 entrances. This one's a bit bigger than the others, so you can chuck in cryo dinos, but be careful because they might have a really big wall there. But a good benefit is it's right by an obelisk, which is always handy for anything kind of transferring on and off or like boss fights. But that's it for this list on this video. If you do like these videos and you do want me to carry on making different types of videos like these, then just like, subscribe and comment in the section below. But that's it for this video, and peace.